President Higgins dropping in on Ireland's future scientists and learning from the country's next generation at the BT Young Scientist and Technology exhibition.
How are you all? Good.
Former winners were on hand to greet Mr Higgins as he took a tour of the projects on display. The countrywide competition has attracted interest from all corners of the island, with Mervyn Storey making a visit and finding out what the youth of today are focusing on.
The importance of the BT Young Scientist has been so prevalent in our schools for a good number of years, and we've had winners in past years, we've had runners up, and just the whole atmosphere, the participation, the meeting of other pupils from right across the island, I think just adds so much to the education experience of our young people. And whether you're a winner or a participant, I think this competition is success from beginning to end.
Former entrants of the competition also dropped by to see how times have moved on, and Brian Hayes says our future is about adapting to change.
Well, actually, I was a young scientist myself by pure fluke and chance. In many decades ago, myself and two other students, where I was in school in Galway, came up to Dublin and we did some work on predicting emigration patterns and migration patterns in a part of Galway. Now, it didn't win any prizes, but we had a great time and we participated. And I think the biggest thing here for young people here is to participate in what is an international event. The pace of change is the real issue that governments all over the world have to deal with. I think it was a famous scientist who once said, it's really not the brightest who succeed, it's those who can adapt quickest to a circumstance. And it's that kind of adaptation we need to see right the way across our economy, in our businesses, in the public sector. I have responsibility for public sector reform. And unless we can adapt and change and use new processes, new IT, shared services, different ways of doing things, we're not going to get out of the economic hole that we're in. And I think we've learned by just seeing all the variety of ideas here, that ideas are at the core of where the new economy is.
Gerry Adams, who's watched the exhibition for years, came to visit in person and says he's learnt a thing or two from the pupils he spoke with.
Well, this is my first time here, although I've been watching this for as long as I can remember and reading the reports, and I think it's hugely important. You know, just talking to some of the young people who have done some of the projects, and they're really enthusiastic, they're really connected, and they're telling me as an adult things that I didn't know, so it's empowering them. It's, you know, there's a buzz around here. It's an all-Ireland competition, which is also, I think, important. And then if you look at the diversity of the issues that are being dealt with, even from my own constituency in Louth, there's such a huge diversity of issues. So I think it's great, and I think it's a wonderful initiative. Despite all the austerity, despite all the doom and gloom, despite everything, that there's still a lot of good things happening in this island.
The 79 judges have their work cut out to get round all 550 projects before the winner is unveiled on Friday night.